Yo, I'm gonna make a little classic Duels guide, at least on how I think about it. If you are worse than me, this should be at least somewhat helpful. And if you're better than me, you can tell me what I'm doing wrong, so it'll be helpful for me. Alright, basically, I want to talk just a little bit about how I play Classic, because I honestly have like a 15 win-loss in it without really trying these days. Like, I've gotten decently good at Hypixel Rod PvP, even though I'm not at other servers as much. So first of all, obviously this will be a tutorial for lower ping players. I have anywhere between 45 and 70 ping based on like when it spikes to. So this is obviously a guide for lower ping players, but let me just talk about a couple things that I do to win at this game. First one, high CPS is not necessary for Classic, but block hitting is. If you're not block hitting, that's a massive throw. And as you'll hear, I'll take this duel to focus on block hitting. I'm only really trying to block the very first hit. Because I'm low ping, when they're near me, they're gonna get the first hit. Like, I can see pretty accurately. So, you can see right there, I successfully blocked his first hit, missed that one, blocked that one. Like, just by trying to block right when you're making your first hit on them, that was a weird last hit, will save you a lot of damage. And then obviously if you're in trades, just spam both buttons. Those are honestly the most important parts, is make sure you're block hitting. People who don't block hit really don't have a chance in this game mode. I actually don't hit select like ever. I basically just try to rod and then get hits off of the rod. I'm not particularly good at strafing. It's never been like a super strong suit of mine, but I always just do a simple little pattern, which is once to one side, go back to the other side, and then twice to the first side, if that makes sense. So it's like right, left, right, and then right again. And that's how you dodge most people's bow shots almost fully. Right, left. This guy gets interesting bow shots in the middle of the duels off. So that's mostly what I'm thinking about when doing these Classic duels, is block hit their first hit, and then just try not to let them get too near to you. One thing I'm bad at is when I get stuck in a combo, I like panic instead of being able to get out of it. I also don't sprint reset in Classic, because there's really no point in dealing more knockback when you could just be getting more hits because they aren't moving. Like, I'm confident enough in my block hitting that I'm gonna win every trade. So if we're stuck right next to each other in a trade, that's fine by me. I don't need to sprint reset to knock them away. See, look, I think I blocked his first hit. Shouldn't have taken that low ground fight, but we're even still. Him getting that hit one is a weird one. I would have expected to get that uncontested. Really don't like the floor of this map. And then the important thing about the bow aspect is knowing when to not charge your bow all the way, like to let it go at half release. Him getting that hit through my rod is weird. I'm probably dead here, because he got a hit through my rod in that second to last trade. Hopefully we get him again. No, we don't. Another thing that I think about... Okay, if I get bowed at the start of the match and I'm on a win streak, if they're dumb enough to bow you at the start, just run until you heal. If Hypixel's dumb enough to add auto regen in, like, I'm only doing it as an example here, I obviously don't need to do it for this game, but if I just run away, you can see I made it back up to 20 health, and he's wasted all his bow shots. So if this was like an important game, you know, it's relatively light. And see, by not sprint resetting, it kept the guy right next to me. Just strafing around is good enough. Even if he hits me out of that, I'm getting like 4 hits instead of knocking him away. Another thing that I've gotten good at is if somebody strafes directly before an encounter, always just rod the opposite side. They always, like, if someone's pre-strafing the first fight of the game, you just rod the other side and they run right into it. And that's basically all I have for the tutorial. It'd be really nice if I could cue somebody that isn't this guy to give a few more examples. But like that, I should have really thrown right. And then you always want to strafe to the opposite side that you're throwing. So see, I dodged all his rods and got like a 5-hit combo. It's the same freaking guy again, isn't it? But yeah, that's basically my version of Classic Duels. Classic Duels is the only game I can think of on Hypixel where low ping is fully dominant, and there's Wow. And there's no upside to having low, high ping? God, man. Whereas other games like Bedwars have, you know, upsides to both, and then games like Sumo have more upsides to high ping. But on Classic, it truly is low ping supremacy, so just try to, like, sneak in edge of reach hits with your rods, like that, see? If you can gauge distance well, you can sneak in little hits like that. But anyway, quick recap is make sure to block hit. Block hitting is the most important part. And then this guy's a cheater bot. So if they stop like that and shoot an arrow left or right of you at the start, it means they're a bot that is running closet cheats, and, well, like a robot. So this guy also has fake lag, as you can see. I fought him yesterday, and he's got a little bit of reach, you can see from that encounter. These guys are very beatable, but by knowing they're a bot, you can, like, take time and chill out. Yeah, he's got a lot of reach. Ever since they added fake lag, it makes it a lot harder, because he keeps getting those reach hits. Oh, my rod was out! Well, yeah, I died to the stupid-ass bot, but I can show you me beating that cheater bot right after this, because I still have the clip. Alright, this guy's cheating. He's going to shoot an arrow upper left, or upper right. I think it's one of those hacker bots. They added, like, fake lag to it. Yeah, see it teleporting all the time? That's what got me last game. Yeah, blatant. Let's just blow him out. Fuck you. But yeah, that's the guide there. And I'll just win one more duel to end, because it sucks to end on a loss to a cheater. GG.